Hello, Nate.
Hey, good to meet you.
Lovely to meet you, sir. Now, congratulations on this movie. I wanted to ask you in particular about the introduction of Black Panther.
Yes.
How did you go about finding Chadwick Boseman for the role?
You know, he was the only person we ever considered. As soon as we decided to put Black Panther in the movie, we said it's got to be Chadwick Boseman. So we called him up and we offered him the role.
And it's a character, unlike Spider-Man, who's also introduced in this film. It's someone that a lot of people probably don't know beforehand. So how difficult was it to bring a new character into the movie?
You know, it was interesting. There was sort of a narrative need for him in the film, and so he plays a very pivotal role in the movie. And it was a character that we talked a lot about introducing in a standalone film. But there was a perfect opportunity here to introduce him among the other heroes, which I think really gives people an understanding of just how powerful and unique he is. So it felt really special to us.
And his motivation as well is very unique and, again, very powerful in motion.
I mean, that was sort of paramount, was figuring out a way to make him a big part of the story, make it very personal for him so you understood exactly what he was going through.
In terms of the standalone films, how are you going to pull away from this movie and create a world and a universe of its own?
Well, you know, we don't really see Wakanda in this film, and Wakanda is such a big part of the Black Panther mythology and the royal court and all of the people that populate his universe. We feel like there's still a ton of story that we've left on the table. This is just a little bit of a tease.
And we've seen seeds planted in this movie and in some earlier films as well about Wakanda.
Yes.
How are they going to play into it, and how pivotal are the things that we see now going to be in the movie?
They're all leading up to what we're going to do. So everything we've done was very intentional, and there are some characters maybe that you've seen in other films that we hope to see in later films. So it's all exciting. It's all part of a bigger plan, which is, for us, the best part.
Excellent. And finally about Captain America himself.
Yes.
This movie pits him very much against Iron Man.
Yeah.
Is that, again, something that we've seen in earlier films being developed to its logical conclusion?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at the Avengers films, you can tell that Steve Rogers and Tony Stark are very different people with a very different point of view, so you already saw the friction. I think this is sort of the final, the straw that breaks the camel's back. But what's great is they're brothers. You really only fight this intensely with people that you actually care about, and I think that was important, was understanding both why they liked each other, but why they could end up at odds.
And would you say this is the most political film that Marvel have done so far?
It is. I mean, like in all of our movies, we try to ground them in the real world, but this, because of the Sokovia Accords and what that means, that idea of oversight, we felt like was something that felt very topical.
Thank you very much, sir. Pleasure. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!